Hello and welcome back to another Star Citizen video. It's been a while and there will be lots and lots of ship review popping up soon this week. And before we begin, it is Alien Week. It is, I won't say unexpected, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool because we have one new alien ship. Well, technically not really alien ship. No, technically not really new, but it is a new alien ship, and it is one of the, you know what, I would say second favorite ship in the for me for from the alien manufacturer. Actually, I have a lot of ship. You know what? I need to make a ranking for alien ship. So before we begin, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. And let's check out what do we have for Alien Week. Okay, so let's start with, this is technically not really an event, but I think they should do at least an event per se, or an in-game lore for this. Of course, there is an in-game lore over half a millennium since the first contact. Yeah, so basically, after the first contact, humans develop, not say develop, humans start to jury rig. You know what? Basically, humans starts to manufacture alien ships. Okay. Not all ships, because there are one or two ships in lore that you have to buy from an alien merchant. And you probably know what ship it is. Okay. So we have alien aesthetic new paints. Like I said, CIG has been putting out very, I would say, questionable marketing tactics, a little bit predatory. So paints, I will not bother. That's for sure. All right, so that's that. Although it's cool, all right, it's cool for sure. Alien Appetites, Wilco 9 Taste Contest. So we have some little competition, not a competition. How do I put it this way? A contest. In one of the, what you call this? Every time we have a lore celebration, we will have a contest for sure. And of course, the new ship, not so new ship, the Xperia Prowler, it is utility now. And this caught my eye because this is one of the early alien ships that I like say, you know what, that's a cool ship. I would like to have it. It's way too expensive. Okay, before we go there, next up we have Alien Alliance, because yeah, okay, so this is another citizen bar, or bar citizen, which is cool. And next we have some cool screenshot. Come on, we're supposed to see some alien ships here. Where are you? I'm gonna reset for now. Okay, there we go. Before we let it load, we're gonna talk a little bit about the Prowler utility. Just a quick little thing. So out of all the alien ships, I only have a handful of ships that I think I would like to have it in my hangar. Prowler is one of them. Used to be one of them until I found out it's not really my thing. But Prowler utility, now this is different. Okay, so first thing first, just a quick little history about the Prowler. The Prowler is a hovercraft, not say hovercraft, it's a maglev stealth drop ship initially. All right, or rather, let's take away the drop ship part. It is a Terrarin maglev stealth ship. It has quite an impressive weaponry. 2 size 4, that's nice, or 2 size 5 hardpoint for the dropship variant. This round we only get 2 size 4, which is still better than nothing. Right. As for pilot weapons, dual size 3 turret, which means you can bring a friend along. It has quad size 2 shield, which is interesting. This is interesting. But then again, the original design was a dropship, so the shield has to be a little bit beefy, so you can do your drops. Okay, a timeless Terrarin silhouette. All right, of course we have some nice cool design for this, and it's lovely. Okay, for sure. Advanced hauling. So this version, the utility version, is a hauling ship with a tractor beam, and that makes it utility, as the name implies. And now this ship becomes an interesting ship, because now we can do a little bit of PvE bounty hunting if you want to. If you don't want to do combat, what do you call it? If you don't want to do combat events or activity, yeah, that's the word. You can do a little bit of just collecting boxes, which is better than nothing because that's the second, no, not the second part. So we have 1/3 combat focus, I would say. 1/3 is it's non-combat. Actually, 2/3 is non-combat activity that including salvaging, cargo running, mining, and small little what do you call this? FPS bunker. That's kind of combat-ish, kind of. But then again, you only need a ship that fly you from point A to point B. So yeah, include FPS exploration and then stuff like that. So the Prowler utility fits at least, all right, a little bit on combat, a lot of cargo hauling. So that's already almost 1/3. That includes station to station cargo hauling or collecting cargo boxes. You have a little bit of you can do you definitely can fly into a bunker and do your FPS stuff. So you can do literally almost everything. Almost. You can't do salvaging and mining using the ship, but you can do FPS mining and salvaging. So technically everything. So that one makes the ship a little bit cool, and it has all the cool stuff. I'm not going to go too deep. 32 SCU, which is definitely a little bit more. I'm not saying a little bit more. It's enough. Once can say it's a little bit too little, but I think it's okay. Do note it is in Canadian dollars. This ship is expensive, but not more expensive than the Xperia Prowler base variant, which is the dropship variant, and that guy goes up to $440 if I'm not mistaken. Not bothered with paints, not bothered. Yeah, and you get to have Warborn upgrade, which is a big thing, and I'm definitely grabbing one Warborn upgrade just to add it in my collection, and I will figure out if I want to keep it or not. And that's, I think I just did a full review. Okay, so let's get on with the ships, and I have definitely really. Okay, as always, paint not bothered, paint not bothered, paint not bothered, paint not bothered. We have lots of paint, and I'm not bothered. Now gears, you know what? I did say previously, gears also not bothered. Wow, complete pack. All right, ignore this for people who spend way too much money. Okay, so now let's take a look at ships, and I'm not going to tell you which ship to buy because alien ships in general is just way too expensive, and you should not buy it for, like, if you want to get a value ship, yeah, don't bother. None of this ship actually offers real I just realized none of this ship offers any value, all right? You're just spending money to support CIG's development, and the only way, or no, the only path to support CIG and its development, it's only, for me, only ships. That's it. I'm not bothered with gears. I'm not even bothered with subscription. Back then used to be okay. Now I think it's the way they do their predatory marketing. So I think that's a no-go. Because if I were to do it, I would say get rid of every single cosmetic items. I don't know. You know what? Cosmetic items, in a way, I think can still... No, if it's me, because the game is not live yet, get rid of all cosmetic items. Cosmetic items you can get during subscription. You know what, we will talk a little more about this because a lot of games these days, they have too many microtransactions, and for me, there is a line. I already drew a line. So for me, it's very simple. Only ships. That's all. So for subscription and whatnot, that also has a little bit of I need to establish a few points, and this is going to be a bit too long for Alien Week. So let's get into it. So start off with the Raylan. Now the Raylan is a cargo hauler. Now this ship right now at $225. We do not know this ship can carry as much as the Constellation Taurus. If the answer is yes, as much as the Constellation Taurus, the Raylan is a decent price right now at $225. It is in concept because this price will go up. I would say just get a upgrade to the Raylan, right? Don't bother paying sticker price because you definitely can get cheaper than that. And that's about it, right? So Raylan right now, it's the price is, I wouldn't say it's the best pricing yet because we do not know the stats, but for Alien, and this is if it carries as much as the Constellation Taurus, I think it's okay. Next up, we have the Santok EI at $240. This is a compact medium fighter. Now, if you want to have a pew pew ship that is not human, the Santok EI is okay. It's an okay pick because $240 you get the Scorpius series that has two pilot ship. It is a two pilot. No, let's ignore that. The closest to Santok EI is the Super Hornet Mark II. And that's it. That's it. For pew pewness, the Santoya definitely suffers a little bit on the DPS department if compared to ships like the Super Hornet Mark II, and that's it. But what it makes up with a little bit lower DPS, it makes up with the highest agility medium fighter ship. Yeah, so if you want dogfight, this ship is very, very nice. And you get all the weapons, pilot control weapons. Next up, we have the Suilan, $70. Now, this is an alien starter ship. Unfortunately, it is not the best starter ship. It used to be because it has the LTI perk. Now, at $70, you are going to have better, I would say, an all-rounder experience with the Nomad. Yup. But the Suilan is actually a cheap starter ship that looks cool. You know what? Starter Plus. This is called, I'm considering a Starter Plus or Starter Advanced because it's definitely not a starter ship. Next up, we have the Talon. Now, we have two versions, the Talon and the Talon Strike. I had the Talon Strike. This is a missile variant. The base Talon is a pew pew variant, which is the guns. Now, unfortunately, at $115, this ship is way too expensive. And to top it off, right now, we have a lot of desync with missiles, so the Talon Strike is actually a bad pick, I will have to admit, because I picked the Talon Strike for its missileness, right? It is the cheapest missile boat in a way. It's still cool, I have to admit. If I don't look at the price, this is a cool small light fighter. But when I look at the price, yup, no. Yeah, this is way too much, but I'm paying for the alien tax, air quote. Yeah, all right. But the reason, yeah, there's no reason. The only reason why I want a small little missile boat. It is a nice, cool ship. Next up, we have the Blade. Now, this is a Vandal faction ship, and all Vandal faction ships are way too overpriced. I will never recommend you to buy with real money, even though it looks cool. All right, no. Yeah, just no. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. It's just the enemy faction for Squadron 42. Other than that, yeah, no. Next up, we have the Banu Defender. It has a special upgrade offer, which is cool. Now, the Banu Defender used to be one of my, I would say, go-to ship, but unfortunately, it's the human counterpart ship performs definitely way better at the price of $220. You can get a good ship, and the Defender, it kind of fall off towards the end. It just doesn't have enough to really compete. It is a cool yeah, no, you know what? I have to say I couldn't recommend this anymore. It has a bed, so if you want alien, the only saving grace is it has two beds. It is kind of a solo dual pilot ship. So if you want this to be an exploration ship with more PvE not a combat mechanic, with more oomph to your firepower, then the Defender is a decent pick. That is provided if you want to have an alien ship. Yeah, so it is tough because the Vanguard Warden really, 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 really rips everything away, and the Guardian, namely the Guardian, puts the Defender to shame. That's the problem. Yes, the Guardian is a little bit more expensive, but I don't know how to go around with this right now. Next up, we have the Glaive, $350 easy. This just don't bother because it is a Vandal ship, and and as according to all vendorship, way overpriced. Next up, we have the Car 2 All at $175. Now, this is an interesting light fighter. It's technically not really a light fighter, but it is a light fighter with a beefy two size 4 weapon hardpoint. Yep, if you want something different, the Car 2 All has basically went from a terrible alien ship to a okay ship. Yep. Especially with its weapon upgrade. Right, back then I think it's size 1 or size 2. It's terrible. Right, now it's good. And $175. Sure, there are better alternatives. Obviously, the human counterpart ships, and that's about it. Right, so the Carto Out is the nimblest ship so far, and it's fantastic. Next up, we have the Merchantman. Now, this is obviously my favorite ship right now, but because it is in concept, I cannot say anything about it other than it offers a shopping in a ship. $675. As much as I love this ship, no. No. Alright, if you want to get the Merchantman, do the special upgrade, alright, do the upgrade chain so that you can get your Merchantman as cheap as possible. Now, if I follow this on the Karak route that I used to build, you could get yourself cheaper. No, you can get it half price. If you, yeah, you have to wait at least 1 or 2 years by building up your upgrade offer, and then people says, hey, that's too long. Hey, I will never recommend people to splash $650 for a JPEG ship right now. That's for sure. Right? Especially CIG has raised a lot of money, so that's one small little thing that I could no longer recommend, right? Splashing retail price, especially above $100. Okay, so that's that. Ground vehicle, $45. Skip. Prowler, this is a Terran dropship. This is a stealth dropship, $440. Easy skip because I could not justify this ship at all. And hello, Prowler Utility. Now we have a special upgrade offer at $300. Now this ship has become a little bit more accessible. Yup, a little bit more accessible, and that makes it a little bit, I think, good. But is it justifiable? Well, we're going to take a look at, is it worth shipping for the utility Prowler? Because in my opinion, alien ship, $300, it's definitely on the side of not worth buying. And that's it. That's all I have for you for today. Warborn Banu Defender, yeah, just grab the Warborn offer, and that's about it. All right. Other than that, so if I were to recommend a ship, if you really want to get an alien ship, only by special upgrade offer, the Merchantman, because it's the only unique shopping ship and it is the cheapest shopping ship to date. The other one is Kraken Pioneer, that's way too much money. No. So Merchantman 1. Prowler Utility, you know what, like I will have to put a few points before I can say anything. The Santok Yai, if you really want a ship as Raylan, right now I think that's the best pick for now, but because it is in concept, a lot of things is subject to change. So that's that. Suilan, unfortunately, no. Talon, no. No Vendor ships. Defender, you know what? I have to say no because of the Guardian. I really have to say no. Car 2 All, I think is still I think still a decent pick. So that's only 3 ships, right? Merchantman, Car 2 All, Santok Yai, 4 ships, and Raylan. Yeah. Prowler, I will remain my final judgment after some reviews. I'll not say some reviews, some gameplay, because it's flight ready. Alright, so that's all I have for you. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you in the verse and fly dangerous. No, because this is an alien week, fly exotic. Yeah, and I really love the Prowler. The design is cool, okay? Design is cool. One of the main reasons why I picked up the Talon, because the Talon really has a very nice alien silhouette, non-human silhouette. Suilan actually not bad, but look at this. It looks like a bird. Technically, Terrarin is a bird-like alien race, so there you go. Love it, love it.